Welcome back to another episode of Tip for Tap Podcast. Today, this episode 24. We are finally back for another episode. So technically, it's been around 2 weeks since we filmed an entire episode with all three of us on there. School's been getting tough, and so it's been hard for us to all get on at the same time. So school is actually winding down now. I think Max took his finals this week. Our finals are next week. Me and Jaedon finals next week. So soon we're gonna be at home, and in probably a month or so, we may have some in-person episodes for you guys. So I want to start off though. Joel Embiid just won MVP like 30, 45 minutes ago. So what are you guys' interactions to that?
We talked about it, I think, a couple weeks ago on like one of our last episodes, full episodes we've all been on here. I don't know. I think there's a couple guys deserving of it. I think it's a narrative trying to fit with this Embiid versus Jokic thing. It's cool. He had a great year. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that Giannis or Jokic maybe. I don't know. The first place votes were crazy. Embiid got 75 first place votes. I thought it was gonna be a little closer than that as far as first place votes. Embiid killed it. Whatever. I think it was third. Whatever. He got 75. 75, and I don't know.
It was
Giannis
75,
got like
15. 75 to 15 or something like that.
It was 73. It was 73, I think 15, 12. 73, 15, 12. Yeah, so I thought it was going to be closer than that. It was not. Yeah, I still would have had somebody else. But.
No, I think he deserved it though. A lot of people were saying like it's like one of them here you go damn awards, like they just gave it to him, but we never act like Joel Embiid wasn't one of the best players in the regular season, and his team was a top 3 seed, and he anchored a top 5 defense. So he was the lead leader in scorer, the lead leader in scoring as well. So I think Joel Embiid deserved it. I think it was definitely his turn after the last 2 seasons having dominant seasons. It was definitely his turn to win MVP. So I'm happy that he got it. I'm sad that he got injured in the first round, and we may not even see him again in the playoffs. So I'm really waiting for him to prove something in the playoffs.
I think he'll be back. He'll be back.
Well, they said if he plays this series, he's not going to be 100%. So it depends on when he's willing to give it a go.
I think he'll be back. I don't know. I feel like he'll be back. I feel like game 3, game 4.
Yeah, maybe.
Winning game one's huge. Winning game one's huge. I feel like if they go down 2-0, maybe he doesn't have to play. They might I'm not gonna say purposely lose the series, but you know what I mean. There's not as much to play for.
No,
anyways.
If you still win in Boston, you can win.
My reaction to Joel Embiid winning an MVP. Well, I just found out like as soon as we were about to record. I know earlier, like in the whole episodes, I was talking about how I think Jokic deserves it. More, I feel like he should be the MVP, but we might as well give it to Embiid. And I do feel that way, but when I heard that he won, I don't know, something didn't sit right with me, but I guess this is the right move. So now if you want to get into that whole series talk, we can go. But niggas didn't.
No, it's okay. We got to hop in NFL stuff first. We want NFL topics first. We'll hop in that later.
Yeah, so yep, NFL draft was this past weekend. We did a little bit of draft coverage around me and Max and some other coverage on the second round. We were gonna do like losers and winners and stuff, but it's been a couple of days since the draft, so we're not gonna get into all that. What we are gonna do is rank rank NFL teams after the NFL draft. So we're gonna factor in some of their draft moves and just projections for next season. So we're gonna go ahead and make like a tier list for the NFL, ranking the teams based on a couple of factors. So I'm gonna share my screen here in a little second. Let me know when y'all can see it and stuff like that. All right, cool. Y'all can see it?
Yep.
You can? Are we good?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so the first topic, first tier right here, we got Super Bowl favorites, contenders. We probably gonna change. What you want to change to, Max? So like the middle part for the
wild card. I'll just say playoffs.
Yeah. Playoffs.
That's the only change because I feel like some of the teams might not be wild card teams, but playoff things.
All right, cool. Then we got mid, and then we got Caleb Williams seats bottom. All right. So first, we probably can get the trash team out the way.
Start from the bottom or start from the top? Start from the bottom.
No, start from the top. Put the Chiefs up there.
From the top. Okay.
Just put the Chiefs and Eagles at the top. Just put the Chiefs and Eagles at top, and let's just go down from the bottom. Then we'll build from the bottom. Those are two obvious teams who are two at the top of the league.
Now the Cardinals will be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, but they have Kyler Murray. But I'm just saying they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the NFL. They might have an option of having the first overall pick again. I mean,
They
for the
might
first time
trade.
next year.
Honestly, they might try and trade.
Yeah, I mean,
you might trade Kyler. You might trade Kyler if you can get him. Caleb
I
Williams
don't
might
know
have
about
more.
that.
Caleb Williams might have more upside than Kyler does.
Yeah,
If you could trade Kyler,
I would trade
and you get
Kyler for Caleb Williams.
bro. Kyler Murray peaked in his second year, bro.
I like Kyler Murray a lot. I like Kyler Murray a lot.
No, that's
But
crazy.
Caleb Williams got a lot of love, man.
Did he not?
No,
Peaked in
I
the second
mean
year.
he's been injured. I don't know about peaking.
Exactly.
So, but you know they're not gonna pick Caleb, but they do have the Texans first round pick next year, so they should have a 5 pick.
Yep.
We got the Falcons. I think they'll be mid. I think it'll be a little bit better than like one of the worst teams in the league. Just because they upgraded their defense and they're in a bad division. I think it'll be a little bit better. Y'all disagree with that, or are we good?
I agree. I think there'll be big players for Caleb Williams and Drake May, just as far as like maybe trying to trade because they don't have a quarterback. But I think the pieces they have, getting Bijan, getting help on the defense side of the ball, like I don't know who's going to be quarterback. Ritter? You think Ritter's going to play? I don't think Taylor Heineke's going to start.
Where's their quarterback? Ritter's their quarterback.
Yeah. So I think, I do think they're in a tier above a guy like Arizona. I think I'm kind of okay with Atlanta.
And then next up we got Baltimore.
Playoffs.
I got them as contenders.
They're not.
Yeah, I think they're contenders. They're contenders for sure.
I like Baltimore a lot.
They're contenders for sure. So when you bring back Lamar Jackson, you give him a new offensive coordinator, you get him Odell. I know Odell's not the same player he was, but
what are we doing, bro? That's insane. Like, everybody's saying the same shit. All right,
Odell's
you get Lamar back. That's huge. Getting Lamar back is huge. Everybody's talking about Odell. This is not 6 years ago, bro. This is not the same Odell.
Last time we see Odell,
this is a locker room presence Odell, bro.
No, it's not. That's
yes, it
strong.
is.
That's strong.
Yes,
no, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it is.
It's
not trolling at all.
Bro, the last time we seen Odell, he was on his way to like winning Super Bowl MVP, and I'm not like
that was what 3 years ago.
No, that was 2 years ago, and like I said,
a nigga had a catastrophic injury. So what are we talking about?
Bro, he's still gonna be
sidelined for 2 years.
I think Odell is like he's probably gonna be the second option, and Rashad Bateman as a third option is pretty nice. You got Zay Flowers coming out of the draft.
You're forgetting about Mark Andrews.
I'm not forgetting about Mark Andrews. If you would have let me finish, I would have got to Mark Andrews. I didn't say Zay Flowers.
Mark Andrews is the number one. Like you can say whatever. He's the one.
That's a decent receiver room. You got a new offensive coordinator who's going to cater the offense towards passing the ball. I think Lamar Jackson might be MVP candidate this year, and they had a top 5 defense as well, Jay.
But I'm not sold on that. If it was up to me, I'll put that in the playoffs. But that's cool. Y'all can have them in contender. It's cool.
Okay, so the Bills are probably going to be contenders as well. I do have them falling off a little bit this year, going 10-7, but that's my personal thing with the Bills. I think they can obviously contend for a championship. Pretty solid on both sides of the ball, but just need to upgrade a little bit at the receiver position. They got Dawson Kincaid in the draft class, which is pretty nice. But I think when it's time for their defense to show up, it never really does. They're like a regular season team as far as the offense and defense. They don't really show up in the playoffs, but I'm not saying it's impossible for them to win a championship. They have Josh Allen, one of the better quarterbacks in the league, so I'll probably have them contenders. Y'all got anything different than that or no?
No, I'm cool with them being contenders. We might throw a couple teams I feel like in contenders. There might be a decent amount of teams up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what does contenders truly mean?
I know I'm high on the Ravens. Like I will throw the Ravens.
Yeah, me too. I think the Ravens going to Super Bowl.
I like the Ravens a lot.
Niggas is just delusional.
I like the Ravens a lot.
All right,
They almost made the playoffs with Tyler Huntley.
They did make the playoffs with Tyler Huntley.
Oh yeah, they snuck in as a seven. They did sneak in. Exactly.
They almost beat the Bengals.
They almost beat the Bengals. Yes. I forgot.
They have an amazing defense. They have an amazing defense, bro.
Yeah.
All right, now I actually think the Panthers can. I think the Panthers can make playoffs as well. But I mean, they're gonna be.
Yeah, it's true. I'll put them.
They're in a terrible division. They're in a terrible division.
Being in a terrible division, I kind of like some of their defensive pieces. So that's the only reason why I put them a little higher. But I put them in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. I think they'll be. I don't.
No, they're not. They're not a Caleb Williams sweepstakes. They're not gonna be one of the worst teams in the league. You get Bryce Young, Frank Reich, Jim Caldwell, Josh McCown as a quarterback coach, a solid defense, solid weapons. DJ Chark.
They got Miles Sanders. They do have running game. They need another receiver. Still,
they do. They got a solid offensive line and.
The defense. I like their defense.
Bryce Young last year at Alabama, he raised the floor of that team. Like I feel like,
but this is the NFL. It's the NFL.
I understand that he did very well with limited weapons. The weapons were not that good last year, and compared to the NFL, the weapons are not good this year. But I think he can still play well his first year, and then they're weak division.
But
They compete
I'm
with the
just saying,
Saints
there's
and
a
the
lot
Falcons,
of
bro.
there is a lot of difference between going up against Missouri on a Saturday than going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a Sunday. Like, there is a lot of difference between defenses.
Do you think they can win 7 games?
I mean, yeah, because their division sucks.
Okay, then.
But
So
like,
they're mid. That's mid.
I think, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's just kind of like only because they're in a bad division. If you put them in majority of other divisions, I still think they need another year for everything to kind of develop.
Oh, of course. Jay, what you think, mid or would you like to have them in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes?
Mid.
Okay, that's cool. Bears, they're gonna be one of the worst
Bears
teams
are
in the
mid.
league.
Bears are mid. No, the Bears are mid. The Bears are mid. The Bears are mid. The Bears are in that mid conversation.
I can
stop it.
Stop. Why would we say Caleb Williams if we have Justin Fields?
Well,
or is that just
it's just the worst team bad. Just being bad. Just being bad.
Okay.
No.
They
will be mid.
They'll be pretty shitty. I think it'll be better than last year, but I don't know.
We are on the same. We are on the same tier or above the Panthers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're on the same tier above the Panthers. Yeah. So, like, that's not even close. I'm sorry. Like, that's not close.
Yeah. It would be crazy to put the Bears and Caleb Williams and then put the Panthers in.
But the Panthers in mid, yeah. So it's just you added to the O-line. The defense was terrible last year. It upgraded a significant amount from how bad it was.
As far as the secondary, yes, the defensive line is still bad.
I'm saying I was gonna say, if you would let me finish, it's gonna rely on the guys we picked, Zach Pickens, and the other guy we picked for the D line. We obviously added Terrell Edmonds, and TJ Edwards on the linebacker core.
And we got more fucking options for Justin Fields.
Jack Sanborn, we still got coming back. O-line added Nate Davis, and you added why can't I think of his name? Darnell Wright. You had Nate Davis and Darnell Wright. Whole entire new right side of the line. You get a receiver. We have 2 new running backs behind Khalil Herbert. Like, team-wise, I think we're built better than the Panthers right now. It just is all reliant on what Justin Fields does this year. Justin Fields is if
Justin Fields is going to take that step, man. Justin Fields is definitely going to take that step.
No, I think he'll take that step next season.
Why are you saying that, bro? When the whole thing went down with how am I forgetting his name?
I'm talking about the season after this one, like next season. He will.
I know, but I'm saying the nigga from the Panthers that we just got more.
DJ Moore.
We got his ass. Yeah, when we got his ass, everybody was talking about how this is the year. The only thing that we knocked Justin Fields on is decision making, and we said that comes with time. And this is the season, bro. Like this is the time where that happens. Justin Fields is gonna take a huge step.
You can call me crazy. You can call me crazy whatever you want. Our schedule sucks. If Justin Fields puts it together, we are fighting for a wild card spot. We are fighting for a wild card spot, or we're fighting for a division, or we're fighting for a division title. Like, we have a terrible schedule. Yes, we have a terrible schedule.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, division title is not happening. The Lions are better.
You can say, hold on. Do you want to see our schedule?
No, I know the schedule is bad. I'm saying the Lions and the Vikings are probably gonna be better than the Bears.
I mean, the Vikings definitely not. The Vikings have to play Philly, KC, the Chargers, the Bengals, and the 49ers. That's 5 guaranteed losses. 5 guaranteed. No thought about it. Nothing. They're losing those 5 games.
The Bears can lose 10 games like next year. The Bears can lose like 10.
We got to play the Chargers, and we have to play the Chiefs. That's just how it goes. We get to play at home.
I think 9.
We get to play the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Panthers, the Falcons. You're telling me we can't win 5 of those? You telling me we can beat the Cardinals, we can beat the Raiders, we can beat the Panthers, we can beat the Falcons, we can beat the Vikings, and we can beat the Packers. The Lions I'll say is a loss, and I'll give the Broncos a loss. I think the Broncos come back. Away, we play the Chiefs, Chargers, loss. The Saints and Buccaneers, you could win those games. They suck. The Commanders, you could win those games. They don't have a quarterback. The Browns, and then our division. If you're telling me that's what's up for me or for Steve?
For period. So for the Super Bowl favorites, are we just putting two teams in there, or
I don't think anybody else is going in there.
I think they're a tier above everybody else. The Chiefs and the Eagles are a tier
above. The
Bengals?
I feel like the Bengals are close.
They could be, but the Chiefs started last year. They're there, and I don't think the Bengals are better than the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a 2-team tier. Nobody else is going in there.
I agree. So, Latif, do you kind of get what I'm saying? The Bears are mid. I get what you're saying. The Panthers.
Yeah,
thing,
no,
but
the Bears are mid.
The
They're
schedule.
mid team. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
They still have some holes though. They plugged up some of them in the draft, but they still get some better
100%.
help on that defense line.
That's why I'm saying we're mid, not playoffs. Otherwise, we push it for playoffs.
So the
Browns.
Bengals are contenders for the championship. I believe so.
Yeah.
Like they can probably win it.
No explanation. That's easy. I agree.
Okay, yeah.
I have them above the fucking Ravens and the Bills.
Oh yeah, we could do that. You could place it like that. You could place who you have higher and lower.
Yeah,
I'll put the Bengals. I'll put the Baltimore above. The Bears are above both of them. The Bears are above both of them. No. I put Baltimore before I put Buffalo. I think Baltimore is a bigger contender than Buffalo. Call me crazy.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
I think Baltimore is bigger than Buffalo. I'm high on Baltimore. You think they're gonna make the Super Bowl, but you don't have them over Buffalo? After all this shit you talk about Buffalo?
I will call you crazy though, Max. I will call you crazy.
That's fine.
No.
I said
I think
I don't know.
I think the Ravens could win it, but I was a betting man. I would probably put the Bills over them because I just feel like, first of all, Josh Allen is better than Lamar, but the Ravens do have a very good defense. I just have to see it from like Lamar as far as the passing, like with this new offense. I gotta see it. I think Lamar Jackson will be an MVP contender, but also I have to see him play well in the playoffs. We've not seen that yet. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
as much as Josh Allen in the postseason sometimes, but he also has like very high highs as well. We've only seen Lamar really struggle in the playoffs. He had one good game, so I gotta see it though.
He's been injured, but I don't know. Like I love their defense. I think Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey back there. You have Roquan. They lost some pieces on the D line, but with the additions they made, like I don't think it could be worse than what they were.
And
I think Lamar. Yeah, I know, Jaedon. I know you're hating on me a little bit. That's okay. I understand. I do have a lot of blind luck in the team that hasn't played yet. But
I want to ask y'all: is this the correct order for the mid tier too? Bears, Falcons, then Panthers, or?
I think so. I'll say yeah.
No, I don't know.
Jaedon, what you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say put Panthers in.
Okay. I think it's only for the quarterback. The Falcons aren't that bad.
For the Browns, this is hard. This is hard for
playoffs. I think
the Browns are gonna make playoffs probably.
Bro,
I think Deshaun Watson.
I don't think they'll.
I know it's 6 games. I know it's 6 games, and that nigga was like suspended for forever. But still, bro, like that was. I don't know, bro. Like it didn't look good, bro. So everything really depends on fucking.
He was rusty.
He was, but I'm just saying, like it didn't look good at all. So everything depends on him. But I would keep him. I would keep the Browns in between mid playoffs, I guess.
I don't think they'll make.
Yeah, we can probably put some teams over them now.
The AFC's deep. The AFC's deep this year. You got a lot of teams that are going to be fighting for it. With the Jets getting better, the Dolphins getting better, the Ravens getting better, the Chargers I think will still be in contention. Like there are a lot of teams. I think the Broncos have an up year again. Like teams will be competing for that AFC wildcard spot. So I don't know if the Browns will make the cut though.
I think the Browns will make the playoffs. I think Deshaun Watson will be a lot better. I don't know if he can return to like his top 5 self, but maybe like top 10. I believe in Deshaun Watson. He's one of my favorite players, despite all the other stuff that came along with, him being in the NFL. But I love Deshaun Watson. So I believe in him. I think Cleveland has one of the better rosters in the NFL as well. So next week I've got the Cowboys, and I'm gonna be the first one to say I think the Cowboys. Wait, hold on. No, see, I think the Cowboys could compete for the championship. I'm not even trolling.
Yeah, what'd you say, Jaedon? What'd you say?
I said playoffs.
I agree. Playoffs.
I think the Cowboys can compete for a championship. I think they can.
Majority rules.
Majority rules.
Majority rules. Put them above the Browns.
I'm just saying though,
they're above the Browns. They're above the Browns.
So are we not gonna act like they didn't like literally fix like the major issues they had last year? They got another.
What's the major issue they had? Yeah, what's the major issue they had? Dak Prescott, and he's still on the team.
But another one of their major issues though was a second wide receiver, and they just got Brandon Cooks as well. So
cool. You know how receivers perform. You have to be able to have a reliable quarterback, and that's not something that they have. So until they get somebody in front of Dak, I don't know. I see them as mediocre, a good regular season team. I don't know, but they're not making any noise in the playoffs. That's how it's gonna be.
I think the Denver. I'm not gonna fight you on that. The Denver Broncos. It's an interesting team because they were very, very bad last year. But I think Russell Wilson is the way he goes up.
Playoffs.
No,
I think they're competing next year. I think they're taking a step up.
That's not true.
Playoff.
They're not making the playoffs next year. I'm not gonna lie. They are actually not.
I think they're competing for it. I don't think they're mid.
They'll probably be the third best team. They'll probably be the third best team in the division. To be honest,
that's fine. 3 teams with 3 wild cards. 3 teams can make the playoffs from a division.
Yeah, I understand that, but you also.
Go ahead, Jay. They might not make the playoffs, and what you said about Russ is just so not true. You said there's only way but up. No, that's not true. That nigga can stay at that level. It's different.
No, he can't get any worse though.
Being like that for 2 consecutive years is pretty worse. And I feel
he wasn't like that in Seattle. His last year in Seattle, he wasn't that bad.
No, I'm saying I believe that there's a huge possibility he can be this ass this year. I feel like that's great. You can go.
Sean Payton though, like I think Sean Payton was going one is for Russell Wilson. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they need another receiver. The defense is solid though. I think the defense will keep them in a lot of games. It depends on like what they can get from their offensive production. Javonte Williams is coming off an injury, and I don't think their receiver room is good enough yet. So for that reason, I'm gonna put them in mid. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs though. It's like the Jets gonna make the playoffs this year. And then I think the team's gonna have three playoff teams. Is gonna be the AFC East. It's gonna be the Jets, Dolphins, and Bills. That's gonna be the 3 playoffs.
I'm looking at their schedule. They can win 8-9 games.
That's not a playoff team. That's mid.
Yeah, yes, it is. That didn't it. Whoa! Didn't the Ravens just make the playoffs at 9-8 last year? Or 10-7. I think mid is 6-7 wins. 7 wins and 9 wins is a big difference.
If you put them at mid right now, then yeah, that's a good order. The way you have
yes. I would put them in playoffs though. I don't think they'll get the playoffs, but I think they'll compete for a playoff spot. I don't think they're gonna be in the mid tier. I don't know. I guess it's kind of close.
No, they might actually be in the mid tier. They might.
Lions playoffs.
Lions can make the playoffs as well.
You could put them ahead of the Cowboys.
No, they're not gonna be better than the Cowboys.
Put them in the middle. Put them in between the Cowboys and the Browns.
They're gonna be better than they're gonna be. The Browns gonna be better than them. The Browns gonna be better than them. I'm sorry.
I just feel like I don't know. The Lions. I
hated their draft though. I hated their draft. It was terrible.
I don't know. Some pieces were cool. I like Hendon Hooker. I like getting him at the end.
Why?
Because Jared Goff is not a long-term answer.
Bro, first of all, let's put some respect on Jared Goff's name. We're not going to keep doing this to Jared Goff. Jared Goff was a top 10 quarterback last year. He was amazing last year. You see what he
There were so many injuries. There was injuries. It doesn't. That's cool. See what you can do with weapons.
What do you mean? He had the best QB. He had one of the best QBRs in the league. Jared Goff was a top 10 QB regardless of injuries last year. I don't think the Lions ceiling with Jared Goff is not a Super Bowl. They cannot win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. You can quote me saying that. Bro, I don't know why I don't know why you keep saying like Hendon Hooker, bro. He's finna, bro. By the time he plays, he's gonna be like 27, 28. And he's coming
That's
off
what I'm saying.
Injury.
He could actually like grow as an NFL quarterback. He's old, he's experienced, I'm not saying he's gonna be like this great quarterback, but it could be a good transitional quarterback to
he's not gonna be better than Jared Goff. He's not gonna be better than Jared Goff. I don't know why you like
in 2 years, 3 years, he could.
No,
Jared Goff has a floor. Jared Goff raised your floor. He's not raised your ceiling.
Bro, Hendon Hooker is never going to be better than Jared Goff, bro. I don't know what you're seeing from him. He's a old quarterback that benefited from a great system at Tennessee. He didn't really move in the pocket. He literally stood in the pocket and hit open receivers. I don't know what you saw from him, but he's not that good, bro. And he's old as shit.
So does Jared Goff not benefit from having arguably the best offensive line in the NFL?
Respect him. He's been to the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. Don't ever compare Hendon Hooker to Jared Goff, bro. He was one of the best quarterbacks in the league last year.
Again, no, I'm not taking that disrespect to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley backpacked that team with Aaron Donald to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying,
Todd
bro.
Gurley, Todd Gurley had Todd Gurley and Aaron Donald literally picked up the entire team and walked to the Super Bowl, and they didn't win because Todd Gurley's out of the game. And they knew they scored 3 points because Jared Goff could not run an offense to the Super Bowl because Todd Gurley was out. Like,
that's crazy.
He was literally playing one of the best defenses.
They scored 3 points.
They scored 3
points.
That's fine.
That was like the worst Super Bowl ever, by the way.
Hendon Hooker is just not gonna be good, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what you see. But anyways,
but Jared Goff is not the answer. Jared Goff is here for 1 or 2.
I'm not saying Jared Goff is the answer, but Hendon Hooker is definitely not either. Like, come on, bro.
Like, you're guaranteeing that right now. You're guaranteeing it right now forever.
All right, where we
Yes.
put the Packers?
Okay.
They're mid. But are they better than
Packers are
Are they
mid.
better than the Falcons?
Packers are mid. No. Maybe.
Not better than the Falcons.
Maybe. Actually,
I'm
I
not,
actually might.
they're better than the Falcons.
Yes.
I
I
wouldn't
think
be
they're better than the
surprised.
Falcons. Actually, I take that back. Yes, I'd put them better than the Falcons.
Oh, I ain't like AF is interesting, bro. Like honestly, they're very interesting.
They have the pieces. It's all a matter of if Anthony Richardson can hit the ground running. They have
What
the pieces,
you
I
talking
think,
about?
to be in that mid, to be up in that mid category.
Oh yeah, for sure they do. Would they be better than Green Bay though?
No, I don't think Anthony Richardson has a great first year. I think he has a little bit of a developmental year. I think I still put him in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. But I think that I think it could go well. I'm not like worried about the Colts' future at all.
No, I don't know though because they don't got no weapons. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is a very good back, but besides that, I'm not really.
JT, I want Pittman to be a 2. I wouldn't want Pittman to be a 1.
Is not.
Pittman to be a 2.
I'm not high on Pittman at all. I don't like Alec Pierce either or Pierce Campbell. So I think he's
Wiley
gonna struggle
Cox.
passing the ball.
Paris Campbell's gone. I thought.
Oh, that's even worse. I don't know why you're talking about Mo Alley Cox. Stop it.
Yeah, was that TikTok? I'm saying I don't mind him. I don't mind him as a tight end.
All right. I think the Jaguars will make the playoffs. I want to almost push
top,
contender, but they're not there yet.
Top team in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah,
I think they're better top team in the playoffs.
Will they be better than the Cowboys?
I feel like
I think T-Law is an MVP type season. I think T-Law takes a step up. He has an MVP type season.
Oh, I said that. Don't steal my hot take, bro. I said that like 3 months ago.
When'd you say that?
Stop lying, bro. What's up? Chargers also playoff team. I think they'll also be better than the Browns.
Why are the Cowboys so high? Jaden, are you with this? Why are the Cowboys so high? Majority rules. Would you put those teams above the Cowboys or no?
No, I have the Jaguars behind Cowboys. Chargers. Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot. Actually, I kind of switched the Chargers and the Jaguars personally.
I'd be cool with that.
What did you see from the Chargers that excited you out post draft free agency? What did they do? Because they didn't do anything.
The Chargers just have a good team. They just could never figure it out. Like,
bro, they have a terrible head coach. Now they did get Kellen Moore this offseason, which is really good, but.
Yeah, I think the head coach is an issue. Don't get me wrong. The head coach.
Quentin Johnson was not the pick. Quentin Johnson was not pick. It should have been Zay Flowers. That's my honest opinion.
Where did they go again?
Yeah, so they got
Ravens.
They got J.C. Jackson coming back off of injury. They signed Eric Kendricks to help out with the middle linebacking core. Mind you,
Max. J.C. Jackson was terrible when he was on the field. He was not good.
How many games he play?
It don't matter. All the games he played, he was trash. I'm trying to tell you, he was getting beat bad.
That's cool. Give him I like to call him a terrible cornerback now. Like, give me like.
I didn't say he was terrible. I didn't say he was terrible. He benefited from playing. No, I said terrible last year. He benefited from playing with Bill Belichick, the greatest defensive coordinator we ever seen. So, yes, he benefited from a system. I don't think J.C. Jackson is all that anymore. But that's neither here nor there. They didn't really upgrade their team to me. So.
I agree, but I think Justin Herbert will have an MVP type season. I think there will be Herbert. I think Herbert and Lawrence. I think T-Law and Herbert will be up there.
The Jaguars are better than the Chargers. I'm not gonna lie, they are. Rams, Caleb. Raiders are gonna be mid, but they would be better. They would be better than the.
That's the issue because their offense is good, but their defense is really, really bad.
But the Raiders are gonna be better.
They got pieces on their offense. They got pieces on the offensive side. They just got Jacoby Myers. They don't have a quarterback though. The Raiders don't have a quarterback. I forgot about that. I don't know about that now. Jimmy G.
I don't with that the Dolphins are gonna be better than the Chargers. I think they probably will be.
I think the Dolphins could be ahead of both those teams.
Oh, then the Cowboys as well? Yeah, they can be.
Tua. Yeah, I forgot Tua. I don't know. I guess Tua this year.
Bro, they have I'm not gonna lie, they have a better offense and can potentially have a almost good defense as Cowboys. I'm gonna have to put them right here.
That's fine. I don't mind it. I like Tua better than Dak.
Do you think the Vikings gonna make the playoffs this year?
Mid. I'm sorry. Maybe they are the last team in playoffs or the first team in mid. I'm not high on them at all. You can put them last team in playoffs. We got a lot of guys at mid. Put them last team in playoffs. And it's only because they benefit from. It's only because they benefit from a weak division. Their defense is bad. Their O-line is not good. No.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Patriots gonna be one of the worst teams in the NFL next year. I'm not trolling. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like they're not good. They could be mid though, but
I'll put them.
I just feel
I
like they're
throw
gonna
them mid.
suck.
I throw them mid.
Saints.
I get it.
Where are you putting the Saints?
Mid. Well, they probably make the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie, because the
No.
Like
Yeah, we got to
mid.
put one team up there. I think they are the most playoff team. Playoff ready team out of everyone in that division.
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
have Olave.
But,
Michael Thomas is back. When's Alvin Kamara? Is Alvin Kamara even playing this season or no?
yeah, he is. He is. I also think the Giants are gonna make the playoffs as well.
The Giants are ahead of the Vikings and the Saints.
And
In my
what
opinion.
about the Lions?
No.
They might be better. Oh no, they upgraded defense in the draft. I like that. Jets, man. I mean, what can I say? They
I would put them at the top of the playoffs, I guess.
I don't know. I'm torn. I think I don't know. Yeah, I'm torn. I don't know how I feel about them.
You say that spot for the Niners, I believe.
Oh yeah. That's facts. They could probably be better than Cow. They can be. They can be better than the Dolphins. I'm not gonna lie, they might. Steelers.
Okay, hold on. No, we're good. Never mind. Yeah, Steelers are above a couple teams.
I think they're gonna be better than the Panthers, though.
The Steelers might. The Steelers you can maybe put them up. They're above the Raiders too.
I don't know about that.
I think the Steelers are above the Raiders.
They had a great draft, but Kenny Pickett's their quarterback, so I don't know what you want me to.
Jimmy G's the Raiders quarterback. That doesn't really help your case.
Seahawks are making the playoffs.
Sucks. Yeah, I'll put them above everyone but the Giants, or put them above. I think the Giants. I think they're a tier. I don't even know. I'd put them maybe above the Lions. Yeah, after their draft, maybe even the Browns. Fuck. The Seahawks had a good. The Seahawks built pretty well.
49ers are going to be contenders.
Yeah, have to.
I think. Yeah. Well, they don't have a quarterback, so
I'd still put them above.
I think the Ravens might be. Every time I look at this, bro. I think the Ravens are too high.
Yeah, I kind of I agree. But I don't know who I switched with them. I don't know who I switched with them. I have them up there. Like I think they'll finish better than teams in the playoffs. The only one that I feel like I think about is the Jets. I like the Ravens a lot.
I'm gonna put them here.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
I think they could probably be better than Jets. I don't even know, bro. I think the I don't know. It's tough.
I would still put the Ravens at contenders. I like the Ravens a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Just put the Titans and Caleb Williams.
No, they definitely no. So this is the last two. Buccaneers,
the
Titans.
The Commanders got to be higher. I think.
No, they don't. Okay.
They're higher in mid. Yeah. They might be. I don't know. I'll put them below the Panthers. I think we're better than them.
I'm not. Are
the
we?
Bucks? We don't say we.
Well, no. Well, are y'all? I mean,
I think the Bucks are better than the Patriots right now, and I think the Pats are better than the Colts.
What?
We gotta get.
They have Baker Mayfield as a quarterback. What are you talking about?
Baker Mayfield won some clutch games for the Rams last year, man.
I think the Titans will be better than the Rams. I'm not gonna lie, it will be. And probably better than I'm being disrespectful as shit.
I think the Cardinals will be the worst. I think the Cardinals will be the worst team in the league.
Yeah, the Cardinals will be the worst team in the league.
Especially with Kyler Murray out. That's tough. That sucks. The Texans, I feel like, will be worse than the Bucks. Let's go through them. Go through each division. We'll go through each one.
Wait, do you think
first two are good? I'm talking about like the top tiers.
Playoffs. We all agree. I think the Vikings and the Saints are the last two in playoffs. I think that's easy, right? We all agree those worst two teams in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I want to, bro. Hold on. The Colts might not be good next year. They might be bad.
Yeah,
like very bad.
I'll put them. I put the Patriots ahead of them. I think the Patriots' floor is a lot higher is not a lot higher, but higher than the Colts. I think the Patriots' floor is higher than the Packers. Maybe even the Falcons.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
You guys agree with that?
Maybe.
Or no? I think it stops there. I think the Panthers will have a better floor.
I think the Patriots would be better than the. Bro, I'm not gonna try to rank everything, bro. Like
I thought you literally just said the Patriots might be the worst team in the NFL next year. Like
this is a good tier list. This is a good tier list. I feel like
I agree. I think this is a pretty good one.
Let me download this real quick. I'm gonna post it.
Put it on Twitter.
Yeah. What the fuck? Did we download? Okay, there you go. All right. That was us ranking the NFL teams after the draft. Let me fix this. Should look weird.
Hey, quickly, if y'all really care, if y'all not watching the game, the Heat are up 6 right now in the third.
How much time?
9 minutes left in the third. So a lot of time left, but still up 6.
Bro, I'm trying to fix this layout real quick, y'all. My bad. This should look weird.
Hey.
Ish, we have mouse.
Hold on. What the? Cancel.
It's just me and my brothers. What you doing?
The Heat are winning the game with no one scoring like a lot. Everyone's just playing pretty like semi well. That's weird.
If the Knicks lose tonight, bro, the series is over. I'm not gonna lie.
Brunson's got 9 points. RJ Barrett's 6 for 11. RJ Barrett's shooting very well today. 4 for 6 from
RJ Barrett played good the first game too. He was like 8 for 10 at one point. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. He's trying to play for something. Trying to play for trade value.
Allegedly he changes his shot form. All right.
The Knicks are trying to trade him this summer, man.
Moving on. Back to the NFL.
I don't know.
We've seen the top 3 draft. Huh?
I don't know what the fuck that little caption's supposed to say.
Stop QB prospect will have rookie season.
Let me turn it off. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now, draft was a couple days ago. We've seen the best quarterbacks come off the draft board, and I was kind of interested to see like which of these quarterbacks you think are going to have the best rookie season. Out of
going
the
off
options are CJ
going off like just them or does like the team around?
Yeah, I agree.
The team obviously matters.
I agree.
The team around them.
I agree. So I think it's an easy one.
Y'all want to include Will Levis? You can talk about Will Levis, but I just don't think he's in contention.
The Titans are bad. I'll go first.
Hold on. Between CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and Anthony Richardson, who will have the best rookie season?
I'll take Bryce Young. I think Anthony Richardson has the highest ceiling for this season. I think if they could put it together, I think the Colts roster, I don't know. The Colts roster has some pieces. If the O-line can actually turn back the clock and be as good as they were a couple years ago, if JT plays well, if Michael Pittman actually plays well, if Shaq Leonard, DeForest Buckner come back, they could have a decent team, especially they could sneak out as a wild card. Like best case scenario. You still have the Texans and the Titans in your division. So those are 4 easy wins. If they are good, obviously this year. But I think Bryce Young will be the best just because I think the Panthers are the best team out of the 3. I think Bryce Young has a decent O-line, has a decent running back, has a coaching staff who can actually like help him out right now. Offensive-minded coach. So I think a defense solid, a bad division. I think he could probably succeed better than all the other 2.
So you have Bryce Young.
I think Bryce Young will have the most success. But I think Richardson, if the stars align and everything goes perfectly, I think he could have the best success. I don't think it's Stroud this year. I think Stroud is another. The Texans, I don't think will be good this year. So
I'll go next. So I thought we were ranking them, but just off of that, I just everything Max said was pretty spot on. Like I agree with everything he said. So I'll take Young.
I'm gonna go Bryce Young as well. They got Jim Caldwell. They got Frank Wright. They got Josh McCown as a QB coach. Then they have DJ Chark, Adam Thielen, Miles Sanders, a great offensive line, a good defense. I think they just have the best team out of all of the possible rookie quarterbacks. I think CJ Stroud weapons are a little bit worse. He has a decent offensive line as well, but I think the coaching is a little bit better over there in the Panthers. They're one of the best coaching staffs in NFL. I think Anthony Richardson is going to come out struggling to pass the ball because his weapons are Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce. So that's not ideal. The offensive line was very bad last season. I know they deal with injuries, but they still weren't good when they all were healthy. I think him being able to run the ball will alleviate that a little bit, but I'm still not. What you mean?
You said a little bit?
Yeah, so like at Florida, the offensive line was very bad, and so he didn't get sacked that much because he was his athleticism, but the NFL is a different game, and he's gonna be constantly under pressure. So I think he'll come out and make some mistakes early, but I think he'll do like one of those Justin Fields things where he improves throughout the season. And I think his floor. I think Anthony Richardson's floor is like a Justin Fields level season from last year, where he can be one of the best.
From last year,
yes.
So you think
that's a little disrespectful, actually?
Yeah,
that's not
very disrespectful.
No, it's not.
Towards Justin Fields.
How? He was not that good last year. He was actually like bad. Like as far as
I feel like Justin Fields was like a huge bright spot.
No, he showed flashes.
Towards
he showed flashes, yeah, for sure. But he did it with his rushing ability, no?
Yeah.
Guess what? He did that with his rushing ability. The bright spots was mostly his rushing ability. We did not see much from him.
Who did he have? Who were his?
I'm not saying acting like he had weapons. I'm saying Anthony Richardson's floor is that because he's a better athlete. He's a better runner. He has Jonathan Taylor as his running back. He has Shane Steichen as his head coach. Shane Steichen is a much better head coach than whoever the Bears got right now. And he's gonna scheme him up to actually run the football. I don't think those plays for Justin Fields, a lot of them weren't design runs. When Anthony Richardson gets on this field, it's gonna be design runs. Like, bro, imagine a RPO with Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson, bro. He's gonna go crazy. That's what I'm saying. His floor is going to be one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the league. Now, I think Justin Fields' arm is a lot more developed than him coming in. But
Justin Fields is a better quarterback. He's a better quarterback prospect coming into the NFL. Like, you could say
I don't know about that.
Justin Fields was a better quarterback prospect coming to the NFL. Anthony Richardson has got his hype for being an athlete. Like, he's got his hype for being like if everything works out great, it's going to work out. But Justin Fields showed at Ohio State.
Who has a higher floor? Who has a higher floor?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
No.
He's
Who's a higher ceiling?
Who's
a higher ceiling?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Oh, oh my God.
You literally just explained that. You said Justin Fields is a better thrower.
He's a better thrower right now. If they're right. I'm sorry. He's a better thrower right now. Like, are we not? This is the same coach that developed Jalen Hurts, bro. Both Jalen Hurts struggle with passing. Justin Fields struggle with passing. The difference is they have Shane Steichen, who can develop Anthony Richardson very, very well. I think Anthony Richardson's ceiling is a top 5 player in his league. I don't know if we can say the same for Justin Fields. I don't know.
What's Fields' ceiling?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing right now?
What's Fields' ceiling? No, what's Fields' ceiling?
Fields' ceiling?
Because it's just gross whatever you say. Literally, if he can harness being a runner and a great passer, that you literally just said he was a better passer than Anthony Richardson. And he's not top 5. That makes 0 sense.
He's just talking.
But his rushing ability, I don't know, bro. My main point what I wanted to speak on is I think his floor is Justin Fields last year. That's not disrespectful.
That's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
How?
He is the most project. I'm not saying
his floor is Justin Fields last year, though. Justin Fields was not good by any means as a passer. He was by no means he was good. He was a good passer. Like, by no means. So if Anthony Richardson ran the ball every play,
shut the fuck up. All right, it's time to move on. Let's just get into the game, man.
Jeez.
All right, stop. All right, but I definitely do think his floor is like a Justin Fields season last year. Yeah, if you think about it, that's not even crazy. I don't know why I think that's crazy, but like,
all right, let's get into the basketball shit, man.
All right, y'all. So the Grizzlies lost to the Warriors in 6 games. So that season is done. It came out today that they are not bringing back Dillon Brooks by any circumstances.
I want to touch on this first.
Okay, I just want to say that's probably the wildest. That's probably the wildest quote report I've seen in my life. Like for an actual NBA organization to come out and say that. But go ahead, Jaedon.
Yeah. So I was just on Twitter. I don't really watch First Take like that or anything, But a person that I like heavily critique on this podcast is Kendrick Perkins. I feel like it's just like the shit that he says is very outlandish. But I was thinking this, but then like the way he like put it into words, like I don't know. I just don't like how they just came out and said that about Dylan Brooks. First off, it was kind of their identity, the Grizzlies' identity for like the past few years to be that I wouldn't say villain, but like an up and coming team who was just a little bit over the edge, I guess, like in your face just a little bit. I wouldn't say that they were like too disrespectful, but then like just the way they just like I don't know. They said what did they say? There's like no possibility of bringing his ass back.
They're not bringing him back under any circumstances.
Under any circumstances, and I believe Dylan Brooks is what made the culture of the Grizzlies. Like they were like a tough team, like a tough up and coming team, bro. So just the way
they tough.
I agree. I don't think they were. But I think you're right as far as Dylan Brooks getting this thing, but it was all just fake. I don't think it was really like you know what I mean. Like no one was really scared of the Grizzlies. No one was scared of the Grizzlies.
That's true. That's true, like, bro. But it's like first off, Dylan Brooks. I don't. A lot of the whole rhetoric for the past few weeks has been that fucking Dylan Brooks is going to the Guangdong, whatever, Shanghai Sharks and shit. Because a lot of people are bronze sexuals. Like everybody is on bronze meat. But Dylan Brooks,
I don't know what that has to do with LeBron James, but okay.
Draymond's been hating on him too, but the Warriors fans don't get credit for it. It's all just LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. But just saying, like Dylan Brooks, by no stretch of the imagination, is not a bad NBA player. He's a good defender. I think this year was.
We had this conversation in the group chat. Yeah, no.
Dylan Brooks is a bad NBA player. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's not that good. He is, bro.
He's not a bad player. Has this been his best year? No, I feel like his role has diminished. He's a good defender. I think like a year ago, 2 years ago, he was what, a 19-point per game scorer, bro. Like his role diminished, and I think he said something came out today saying that they just wanted him to be like a 3-and-D type player, and he has more than that, and I fully believe that. Like I feel like Dylan Brooks can be an 18-point per game scorer and a great defender, bro. So,
there's no way that he's going to be a better scoring option than Ja, Desmond Bane, or Jaren Jackson. Like those are your three players you want to build around.
Yeah, I understand. I'm saying
he's going to be part of that team. He's got to be that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's like his role diminishing is like just a crime or something. Like you said, you got Jaren Jackson, Ja Morant, and then Desmond Bane. So somebody has to, take a cut when it comes to the shots and getting the ball, all that shit like that. And that's him, rightfully so. But he's not a bad player by the stretch of the imagination. If you don't want to bring him back, cool. But the way they went about it is crazy, bro. Especially when I feel like he brought their identity.
Wait.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. I was gonna read through his stats. Let me read through his stats quick. I was just gonna say because James was talking about him. Rookie year went for 11, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Then he went down to 7. Then I don't know he's been averaging this much, but 16, 17, 18. The 3-point shooting is just, and then this year he shot 14. He had 14 points a game. His 3-point shooting is disgusting.
True.
He's been shooting 32% this year, 30% last year. He was good coming into the league shooting he was like 35, 36%. Past 2 years have been abysmal shooting. I'm sorry for a shooting guard, for a 3-and-D guy. It's been very bad shooting. As far as defense, like it showed in the playoffs. Like I get LeBron's the best player of all time. Like we talk about this, whatever. But like LeBron's a great offensive scorer. He was the worst statistical defender on LeBron. You guys like saw that stat or whatever? Like LeBron was averaging like 26 and 0 turnovers when he was the primary defender. When everybody else was the primary defender, it was like he's shooting 6 for 21 with like a couple turnovers. You know what I mean? Like he was a worse defender by comparison than every other person. So I get it. It's one series when you're talking about an entire player. I know we talk about that a little too much. Whatever. We hate
Dylan Brooks is an NBA player. I just don't like how everybody's talking about. Like I get it. It's funny. It's funny about the Shanghai shit. That's very funny. It's very like that's very comedic. I laugh at it all the time. But he's an NBA player. I feel like he's a good player. They just went the wrong way about it. Like
understand. The way everyone's hating on him a lot.
Yeah. No, I like Dylan Brooks is objectively a bad NBA player. First of all, no. First of all, He's very, very inefficient. You talk about his role diminish. He was wide open. He can't make shots. Like he sucks, bro. As far as offense, he's not good. He can't play make. He can't like handle the ball. He can't finish. He can't do anything on offense end. He's really got negative on offense nowadays. So on defense, he's good. He's damn near elite on defense, but that's fine.
Elite?
He's a great defender. Dillon Brooks is damn near elite on defense. I'm not going to take that away from him. But as far as offense end, he's definitely a negative. He was wide open. It's no like excuses for that, bro. He was wide open. The Lakers literally left him. That was a game plan. Leave Dillon Brooks wide open. He's going to shoot you out of the game. He actually is not good on offense. And I wouldn't go as far as say he sucks on offense. He's not good. Like,
I just think that his role diminished, and it was hard for him to adjust. If you don't,
he is wide open, Jaedon.
Oh, I guess, bro. But if you don't get the shots that you're used to, bro, you need time, bro. You need time.
What shots are you used to?
I feel like
you're used to wide open shots,
bro. I'm not. See, fuck. Like you trying to make me say like Dillon Brooks is some star? Like no, nigga. But I'm saying though, like over the past few years, Dillon Brooks has had the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying?
But he shot bad from three last year when he scored 18 points.
This was his worst year. This was his worst year by far when it came to
shooting the three ball. He shot worse last year than he did this year.
He's never been efficient, Jaedon.
He shot 32. He shot 32% this year. He shot 30% last year, but he averaged 18 points a game because he got more touches. Like that's what you're saying. But like he didn't do it more efficiently. You know what I mean? He got more touches, so he got more shots off.
Okay.
We are actually having a conversation about Dillon Brooks right now. Bro, listen. If Dillon Brooks wants to stay in this league, first of all, he either needs to come off the bench or take like a PJ Tucker type role.
That's the Brown. That's that Brown nut getting to his brain.
Like he dead don't need to shoot. He dead don't need to shoot. Like you know, PJ Tucker is like affects the game so many ways.
0-0.
Oh god, 0-0.
Yo, you want that nigga just to get cardio every night?
Cardio.
Yes,
cardio.
Do some
dribble. Cardio hooper.
Something, bro. Like come on. Come on, bro. Like at least PJ Tucker makes timely buckets. Like, bro. Like he needs like, bro. Like, I saw Nick Wright and Chris Broussard saying this on the First Thing First show today. Like he's getting towards the point where he's only 27 years old and he's near that Patrick Beverly level of just talking shit and terrible on the floor. That's how bad.
No. First off, Dillon Brooks is more versatile on the defensive end than Patrick Beverly off of size alone. Alone.
No, man.
Dylan Brooks is a better offensive player than Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly can't shoot a lick. They both kick Dylan Brooks. Everybody's meat riding Dylan Brooks because of LeBron. Everybody's meat riding Dylan Brooks because of LeBron.
Hold on. That's the thing. The Warriors are the first team that beef with this team. Klay Thompson and Draymond Green were the first people who had beef with this team, but no one credits it for them. Everyone just gets mad when because he's talking about LeBron. First off,
Draymond is just a fucking shit talker. So the shit that he said, that's just him not writing it down.
He was actually right though. Like he was actually like spot on. Like spot on.
He backs it up. The dynasty does not start with you. The dynasty does not start with you. It starts after.
Exactly. He literally said he said your teammates don't like you. He said you're not gonna be a part of the dynasty.
How do we know that his teammates don't like him?
Because the organization literally comes out under no circumstances.
That was their thing. They was all doing that shit together. They had some type of camaraderie.
Notice how John Desmond, I know, were never part of that group. It was Tyus Jones, Kenny Chandler, and Zaire Williams. It was never Ja. It was I wouldn't say bums. There was some
Tyus
players.
Bum,
you just called Tyus Jones a bum. No, there's some good players on there, but it was not Ja, and it was especially not Desmond Bane. I don't think it was Jaren either. They got Sandy Aldama doing that stuff.
Okay.
I think Dillon Brooks has been rumored to like the Cavs and like the Mavs.
Bulls. I think he's gonna go to the Bulls. I've been saying that here. I've been saying that. I don't know why. I think he looks. I just think he looks normal in a Bulls jersey. I think you guys need wings. You guys trying to compete? I don't know.
He's not a starter though. I don't think he's a starter. I don't think he's a starter in the
backup.
NBA
He's a backup. He's a role player. He's a real player.
Why is he not a starter in the NBA anymore?
He cannot shoot. He's a negative on offense.
He can't play two sides of the ball. You bring him off as a defensive specialist off the bench.
Andre Roberson was a fucking starter,
and he shouldn't have been.
In 2016. That was 7 years ago.
I'm not gonna lie, and it's like not only can he not shoot, but he actually he's good. He thinks he can shoot. Like, he really does. Like he's just like he's
I don't
inefficient as
know.
shit. Like
I don't think he does. He shoots these wide open shots. I feel like he doesn't think he can shoot.
he needs to
Like
change
I
his
feel like
form.
that's why
That's actually
I feel like
disgusting.
he's I feel like he's scared to shoot. Like that's why I don't know. I feel like every time he shoots the ball, he doesn't think it's going in.
All right, we just talked about Dylan Brooks for like 15 minutes, but I want to say like what's next for the Grizzlies? What's the next step they should take in their what's the next step they should do in for them to get like to an actual championship contender?
Am I crazy for saying that Ja has to have more of an impact on the games? Like I understand like Ja is like their superstar. Like that's their guy. That's their cornerstone piece. But I feel like there's no possible reason why like when Ja's gone, like they should be in games, winning games and shit like that. I feel like just his impact is just not there. Am I crazy for saying that shit?
No, I don't know. I think you're a little
wouldn't go
crazy.
there.
I think he
I
plays
wouldn't go
well.
there.
He played well in the playoffs, like towards the end of
He
those
did, for sure.
games. He played well. I think Latif, you like to say he had empty stats. Whatever when they played. What game was it? When they lost the first time they lost by a lot of points or whatever, or down by a lot of points. I think he definitely like. I mean, especially in that. What game was it? Game 4. Game 4. Was that the game that he had the layup at the end and then the LeBron and one or whatever, right? Like Ja was able to close it out. Ja got a good bucket at the end of the game. Like he closed out the game pretty well. So I guess like as far as like when you're talking impact, are you saying like defensively, or he needs to be able to score better at the end of the game?
I wouldn't go there as far as
you.
impact.
Like,
I just think I think Ja needs to be better. Like he needs to get more of like a well-rounded game as far as like the thing with Ja is like if he's not going to the rim, it's like nothing else he can really do. He was knocking down a three against the Lakers.
His shooting is better. His shooting is better.
I mean,
there's really no holes.
He shot.
There's no real. There's no real holes. Like of course there's shit that he can improve on. First thing, this nigga needs to. I know everybody. He does do floaters and shit like that. I don't know why everybody doesn't act like he doesn't do floaters. But that nigga needs to stop like trying to get a highlight every fucking time because it looks like he's gonna get injured.
Yeah, he does.
Like, it looks like every time he goes up, he's about to get injured. So that nigga needs to quit that shit.
No, but I do want to say though. I do want to say like I feel like the 3-point shooting we've seen in the playoffs against the Lakers is very like unsustainable. He shot like 46%, and that's not going to happen often. And I think this year he only shot like 30-something% from three. So I mean, I don't know about what you're saying. I think he was better last year as a shooter. He needs to develop a mid-range game. That would help. If he developed like a mid-range shot, that would be help. He's very bad for mid-range.
I mean, if you can get downhill like him, what's the difference? If he just needs to utilize that floater more, some shit like that. But he can definitely get downhill.
I think he utilized it a lot though. He utilized it a lot.
That's true. That's true. That is very true. That's very true.
He scared me a little bit in that series. Just the way he attacked the basket was right. He attacked the basket hard, but he just went up. You know what I mean? He went up and hit the ground hard. Like that was like that's not sustainable as well. So, I'm worried about an injury. But for as far as what the Grizzlies can do going forward, someone else has to step up. I really think that like the only point guard in the league right now who can win a championship as the best guy is Steph. Sorry. I don't think a point guard led team is going to be winning a championship anytime soon with how the league's going. I think it's a wing league, and I think unless
it's going to be a wing league for a long time.
That's what I'm saying, and I think so. Jaren's got to be a walking 20 and 10. He's not that right now. He's close. Jaren needs to be a walking 20 and 10 and be an anchor defensively. It's a lot to ask for, but Jaren needs to step up. Or Desmond Bane needs to be a elite second option, right? He needs to be putting up 25, 26 a game, right? Like you need an elite second option. I don't think this team's going to go much farther with just kind of consistent the way it is. I don't think a point guard led team.
They need a wing scorer. They need a wing scorer. Like as far as like,
why?
Like
someone Desmond Bane not a wing scorer.
So their only thing is fucking Dylan Brooks. They need a better Dylan Brooks, basically. Is that
they need? Yes, they need to upgrade. They need someone like OG Anunoby. That's what they really need. Someone like OG Anunoby would be very, very ideal for this Memphis Grizzlies team. Someone that can actually like shoot, space the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like get his own shot, defend, all that stuff. Like you literally need an upgrade from Dylan Brooks, like a player with his level of defense that can actually shoot, that can actually create some offense for themselves efficiently. That's what they need. They need a little bit better bench as well. A backup big that's better than Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. And
Steven
well,
Adams,
I mean, Xavier Tillman nice.
No, Steven Adams is solid. We can't say that. Steven Adams is solid. They went down. They were bad when he didn't start playing. He's just been injured for a while. Xavier Tillman stepped up very well. Xavier Tillman played well. The MSU front court looked very good. Especially
he was
in that game.
at one point.
Right.
He scored like 20 in game 2. He scored like 20, 22 points.
80's a hole. 80's a hole sometimes. Man.
I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, like, you need to win a championship. You need those top guys to step up, and they did in some moments, and they didn't in some moments. But I don't think a point guard led team is going to win a championship. And we see that in this playoff series. Besides Curry, Curry's the only one I could see. You have Jokic, you have D-Book and Durant, you got LeBron and AD, you got Tatum, you got Embiid and Harden. Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You got Jimmy, and you got you could say Jalen Brunson's the one he is, but I don't think they're winning it. So I think that if they want to actually contend, Bane or Jaren have to step up major and be a huge, most improved player next year. Like something that they can actually give the ball to someone besides Ja and be confident that they can win a game with them. So.
All right.
I also want to say they just got to focus on basketball as well. That's it. No other distraction shit. Next up though, Kings went to 7 games with the Warriors. This season, a very very good season for them. Exceeded all expectations and all that stuff. So, what do you guys think the next step is for them? For them ascend even actual championship contenders, because I think they have a bright future. I think they need to make some moves. Harrison Barnes cannot come back to that team. He was absolutely dog shit.
Harrison Barnes. That's where it get better.
I don't have much to say. I was just gonna say quickly they exceeded my expectations. I didn't think that the Warriors would take them to 7. I thought it'd be over in 4 or 5. So they played a lot better. I just think they got to be patient, and I know they don't have the most time in the world, but you need to assess defensive issues. But unless you can get some great player like Jaylen Brown or someone to come in and help you out, you got to assess your defensive issues and see where that goes. But just stay patient for a second. think they still have De'Aaron locked up for a little bit, so you have some time.
I don't like how people weird. Go fucking Sabonis though.
No, Sabonis was not good. Sabonis was not good in the series. He wasn't, and he has not been that good in the playoffs one time. And I don't like watching Sabonis. He has no bag. Only thing his only bag is put his shoulder down into the chest of the defender.
He's old school hooper.
He's old school.
Sabonis can't shoot. He doesn't have any bags, no post moves, none of that. So it's in the playoffs, a person like Kevin Looney, Draymond Green, they can really limit him, and that's what we saw against the Warriors. He was very limited. He couldn't really score, and that's what they needed from him. And if you can't defend or score, it's what are you really going to do in the playoff series for a team? And that's what they need to address that. He needs to either get a better jump shot, some better post moves, or they need to get a better defender behind him because he can't defend and he can't score. So it's weird. We can score, but
replace that nigga if you saying it like that. Shit.
Well, I mean, he's good for the regular season, Jaedon, but I don't know what are you gonna do? They need a rim protector, and I don't know
regular season means absolutely nothing.
Exactly. So it's when we were talking about someone like Walker Kessler. So we were doing a redraft, and Max wanted to draft Walker Kessler to the Kings. It's it's weird because that fit would be terrible because Sabonis cannot shoot or space.
They can't space. Yeah, they can't space. But they need defense so bad. They need defense so bad.
If they put him at the 4 and got a center that can defend, the field would be weird unless the center can shoot really well.
Miles Turner.
They already tried that, bro. That's literally.
I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
I get it.
Miles Turner would be calm. Miles Turner could fit anywhere.
Valanciunas can't play defense, but Valanciunas could be fun. He could play defense, but he can't play defense. Am I bad? Did Valanciunas not shoot well from the 3 this year? I thought
that fit would be dog. That fit would be terrible, absolutely bad. Both of them are
he can't play
post players, bro. You got Valanciunas sitting in the corner for 3 as a part of your offense. You're not going anywhere.
A perfect fit is Brook Lopez. I don't think
JV is just like a fucking bruiser, bro. And then he can occasionally knock.
No, perfect fit is actually Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez would be great. Yeah, Brook Lopez is a perfect fit, but that's not going to happen.
That's not happening.
I don't think. Yeah, Brook Lopez. I don't think he's a free agent, but I don't think he's leaving Milwaukee.
I mean, I could see it happening. because
unless they throw a bag at Brook Lopez. Oh my God!
People are going to throw a bag at Brook Lopez. I thought they will. I think they will. I think I don't think
I think
he gets actual bag. I don't think Milwaukee will match.
I
it, bro.
think I think
It's
Milwaukee
crazy how
will.
like his career
I think Milwaukee no. Yeah,
changed.
like who was it? It was KG and Paul Pierce podcast. They were talking about how like Brook Lopez completely like molded to the new NBA. Like when he was completely different player when he was in Brooklyn than he is
Yeah.
now, and he completely changed like with the league. And they were like, that was crazy. He could do that. Like good for him. But yeah, he completely changed since Brooklyn.
All right, y'all. Next topic. Does Stephen? Oh my bad. Does Stephen Curry actually have a case to be the get? Damn. Let me just ask this: is Stephen Curry the best point guard ever?
I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be brought up more. I don't know. I feel like niggas saw my TikTok, man. You may not have agreed with it, but a lot of people are saying that he is the best point guard. So that means he's a top 10 player. Because if he's the best point guard, he's better than Magic Johnson. That's literally what you're saying.
I don't have Magic. Sorry, I don't have Steph as a top point guard still. But to say there's not a case for him, I think is wrong. I think there's a case for him. I could see why people would put him one, right? You got 2 MVPs, you got 4 championships.
So if there's a case, how is he not a top 10 player?
No, he's a top 10 player.
Top 10 ever.
No one's disputing that he's a top 10 player ever. He's my top 10.
He's in your top 10.
I don't know. I feel like
Steph
he's
is
like
10.
right there. I think he's on the I feel like he's on the outside.
He's not over Magic Johnson though, as far as like all time great rankings. He's not.
I have Magic high. Like I think
Magic is 4.
I got Magic 4 all time. I still have Magic as my best point guard of all time. I have Magic in my top 10. I think I got to make it whatever. I got to get my after 10. I don't. I think Steph would be at 10 or 11. Yeah, I think. But yes, I agree. I think there's a case. I think Magic's better.
I mean, he's not a.
I guess like. So I was just saying. I guess why I could see that you have him 1, but I still have Magic 1. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
As far as greatest, probably not. But I think Stephen Curry's a better player than Magic Johnson, and I feel like so when we compare them, right? Magic Johnson and Steph are both 2 offense.
Whoa.
It's greatest versus best. Greatest versus best. Greatest versus best. It's 2 different situations. It's 2 questions. 2 different questions.
That's so stupid though. So when I brought up fucking Jordan's impact on basketball in the entire world, nigga.
Bro, you was talking about shoes.
Like no, nigga.
He did.
It doesn't matter, nigga. That shit contributes. That shit contributes to being the greatest. That contributes a lot because that's impact.
No,
that is impact.
I was speaking more to like Magic's accolades are better than Steph's. That's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about shoes, bro. Or impact on like, you know what I'm saying?
Steph Curry changed basketball.
So did Magic Johnson, or he saved it, or whatever you want to say.
Magic Johnson saved basketball.
Yeah,
there would be no Steph Curry. There would be no Steph Curry if there was no Magic Johnson.
Back to what I was saying before I was interrupted. I think Steph is actually a better player than Magic because when you compare the 2 players, they're both offensive players. Magic Johnson wasn't that good on defense. And I think as far as offensively, I'm giving the edge to Steph because of his shooting ability. He's the best shooter ever. And I don't think enough credit is given to him as a finisher. And people don't talk about how good he is off ball. Like when we talk about greatest playmaker ever, Magic Johnson is the greatest playmaker ever. But I feel like it's harder to stop someone that can move off ball as well and cause so much distraction and attention. His gravity is way better. Stephen Curry's gravity is a lot more than Magic Johnson when both of them had a basketball. I think it's way tougher for a defensive scheme for Steph. I think his shooting ability, like, it clears Magic so much, and I think he's a way better scorer as well. So it's like when you compare the 2 players,
Curry's a better basketball player than Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Stephen Curry's a better basketball player than Magic Johnson, and it's for all of the reasons I just listed. Like greatest shooter ever, greatest all-ball playmaker ever, greatest free throw shooter ever, a great finisher, a great passer, a great overall playmaker. I think Magic's game is just like. Yeah, he was the best passer ever, but it's like in today's NBA, I don't know how much of a scoring threat he would be. In his time, I don't know how much of a scoring threat he was. And so I feel like they both create like for their teammates.
Magic could score, but
he could score, but it was not on a level of Stephen Curry anywhere near. He couldn't shoot, and that's like limited his game. I think I think his offensive game is way more limited than Stephen Curry's. Like it is.
And
You
Stephen
don't
Curry's
think
a
in
big
this
finisher.
era he wouldn't develop a jump shot?
I'm gonna get laughed at when I say this. Oh, I'm gonna get laughed at. Like Magic would play like Ben Simmons used to play. Where he can't shoot. We all know that. He drives. He passes. He creates the offense. Not now. But he can't shoot the
I'm not mad at
basketball.
you.
He's not a threat.
I'm mad at you, nigga. What the fuck?
I'm
Magic
that's the best
Johnson
player.
would attempt
That's
jump
the
shots,
best.
nigga.
That's the best player.
He would attempt jump shots. He would attempt them. Yeah, he would. He would attempt.
Like,
But
I think he'd be better than Ben.
it'd probably be more like
Simmons,
LeBron. I
obviously.
think LeBron would be a better option.
No,
probably.
I don't think so because he can't shoot the three. LeBron could actually shoot a three ball.
I think, but we talking about in today's era, he probably more like LeBron than Ben Simmons. I'm not gonna lie. He probably would. I'm just saying,
yes,
like
I'm just
Ben Simmons like the
athletically capable.
I think Ben's. It's like Magic's here. Then like the lower version of Magic would be like straight comp. Because I don't think many people play like LeBron plays. Straight comp. I think the step like I don't know how to explain it, but under him would like Ben Simmons would be like the dollar store version of Magic Johnson.
Yeah, for sure.
If he played
I probably agree with that. I think LeBron is the closest thing to Magic Johnson we've ever seen, probably. But next up, we got a Lakers Warriors series preview. Who do you guys got winning against the Lakers and Warriors, and how many games?
I don't think Lemicki can get it done. It's fine. Nah, I got this series going to 7. It could go either way. I think they match up well. I know Anthony Davis is gonna eat. Anthony Davis should cook this whole series. He should cook.
If he doesn't, the Lakers don't win.
If he doesn't, Anthony Davis needs to start looking at retirement because this is crazy. I'm just playing. Yeah. But nah, this Anthony Davis.
I'm not hitting that comment. If he cannot eat this series, I'm gonna be. Oh my gosh. LeBron cannot drop 50 a game like 2018.
He has. Anthony Davis has to cook, but I don't know, man. This is our classic Steph Curry LeBron series. Like this, I don't know, man. LeBron's old as fuck. Steph is getting older. Like this is probably the last time we're actually gonna see this. So this should be a treat, man.
Who you got? You didn't say who you got. Who and how many games?
I said it could go either way, but I'm probably gonna go Lakers because I don't think they can do anything with AD.
I'll take Lakers in 7. Lakers in 7.
Why?
Lakers is be a big.
AD's going to eat. AD's going to eat.
He has to.
It relies on perimeter defense, obviously. Who's going to guard Clay and who's going to guard Steph? This clip might come back to bite me. I'm not worried about Jordan Poole. I'll let Jordan Poole shoot his whatever shots he wants to shoot. We're forgetting a little bit about Wiggins. At least I do. Sometimes I forget he's on the team. Wiggins, I think, will be good in the post, but I think AD will lock him up or whoever goes up against him.
I'm out, y'all. Good episode.
So, I think it relies on the Lakers' perimeter defense. It relies on what Vanderbilt can do guarding. I think he'll probably guard Steph. Vando picked up John Morant most of the last series, so my guess is Vanderbilt might be the guy to guard Steph. It's going to rely on switches, right? So is Troy Brown Jr., Rui, are they going to be able to get off screens and switch on to Steph and switch on to Clay? LeBron obviously knows how they play. The Warriors obviously know how LeBron plays. So they have that familiarity with each other. But I think, especially D'Lo's last game, I think that puts a lot of confidence on his shoulders. I'm just hoping that it's not like, let's shoot 1 for 16 confidence. Like, actually has confidence that he finds his game and, like, will actually play well. But, yeah, I think just from a matchup point, I think I get Kevon Looney's going on defense, but I think AD is going to eat the series. I think he could be averaging 29, 28 for the series. I got high hopes. I got high hopes.
I just think the Warriors are the only team left that really matches up well with AD as far as in his playoffs. Maybe the Celtics, but Kevon Looney is a great defender. We just seen what he did with Sabonis, and I know Anthony Davis is a lot better scorer than Sabonis. But I think Draymond is also another defender that can give AD some problems, and he kind of struggles with physicality sometimes and setups with jump shots. So he does need to eat, but I don't know if he actually will dominate as much as he will need him to. I think the series will be won as far as we have the better role players at the moment right now. I think the Rose players haven't stepped up as much as they should have for the Warriors, and so
Dante
I think
DiVincenzo's been playing very well. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. DiVincenzo's been playing well. Jordan Poole is not, in my opinion.
yeah. So I think we have arguably the best bench left in the playoffs besides maybe like the Celtics. So I think they'll play a role in the series. I think Andrew Wiggins will do a good job on LeBron. He's one of the better perimeter defenders in the league, but I think we will win that AD Draymond matchup, and we do have the edge on the role players as well. I think we do match up well. I don't think the only player I think we don't match up well with is Stephen Curry, obviously, and that's gonna be the biggest problem. We have to communicate on defense. We got to switch on screens. We have to see how we're gonna play the pick and roll. I think we should put either Dennis on Steph or Vando, but I probably lean Dennis and then have Vando on Draymond because Draymond likes to have those dribble handoffs and stuff like that. And I think Vanderbilt can attack those dribble handoffs and try to get deflections and steals and really trap Steph and stuff like that. Make Draymond make a decision whether that's playmaking or getting to the rim. So I think we should put Vando on Draymond, Dennis on Steph, chase him around, go fight through screens. Then we should bring Dennis. I think we should bring D'Lo off the bench and have him run that second unit. I also got Lakers in 7, by the way.
I think I get what you're saying with the Schroeder thing. I think Schroeder can be a pest, but I would put Troy Brown Jr. someone bigger on him. I think if you have someone bigger on him, then
Troy Brown Jr. should not start. He's
I don't think Dennis Schroeder should start.
I mean, for this series, he's a better option than damn near than Troy Brown.
D'Lo, I think I'm just saying, if Dennis Schroeder isn't starting, I'm just saying someone off the bench. I think it'll switch as the game goes on. Their starting lineup will still be probably D'Lo, Reeves, Vando, AD, or LeBron AD. I think that'll still be the starting lineup. I think having someone taller on Steph, though, Steph could shoot over Dennis. You know what I'm saying? If you get someone a little taller,
over anybody.
I'm just saying, if you get someone a little taller, it kind of limits it a little bit more. But I get what you're saying with the Jay Vando and the Draymond Green thing. So, all right, next, Suns.
We got Suns down 2-0. Now, this series, I feel like this series is over. Personally, I don't know. People are under the impression that the Suns are going to go home and tie it up. I don't know how you're saying that with Chris Paul, with their bench being as dog shit as it is. The Suns bench is terrible. They had 4 points in game 2. They're not getting any production from the bench at all, and so all the weight is on Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Now Devin Booker has played well, but as we've seen last game, Kevin Durant went 10 for 27, abysmal performance. I think they're very, very tired because they had to play so long, 40 minutes a night. Monty is running them 40 minutes a night. He's not playing Terrence Ross. He's not playing T.J. Warren. He's playing Torrey Craig.
That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't understand why.
Monty is showing his ass this series. He's showing like he's a fraud this year. I don't know.
Darius Bazley, Terrence Ross, and T.J. Warren were all acquisitions they made at the deadline to strengthen that bench, and that honestly got me a little more confident about him. And he's not using them. That makes no sense. You could literally make size matchups. You could try and throw KD at the 3. You could try and get some sort of size mismatch, and they're not touching it at all. T.J. Warren's a decent offensive scorer when he's shown he gets the minutes in the past, right? T.J. Warren can put the ball in the bucket when he needs to. He's kind of just an old veteran who could do it. Darius Bazley's lengthy. Terrence Ross can do the same thing. I don't know why they're not getting any touches. That makes no sense to me. I'm not hating on it as much as you are. I know it feels like I've hated a lot on the Nuggets this entire playoffs. I don't think they can win. If they shock me, I'd be very happy. I'd much rather see Jokic and the Nuggets in there than the Suns. I think the Nuggets, they didn't really handle business in round 1, and I think that might have shown the league that they have some weaknesses. I think they're trying to stop all that pressure.
5 games.
I thought they won in 6. My fault. I tweaked. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think as a whole, I'm not really confident either way. I think I told you this before this. So I think the Suns still win in 7, but that's literally just being on the backs of Booker and KD. I get it. They're not using their bench, which makes no sense. And Chris Paul going out hurts. I think they handle business.
It's not that they're not using that bench. They don't have a bench, Max. This series is over. The Suns.
But that's my thing.
This series is over, bro.
Torrey Craig played good round 1. Torrey Craig played good round 1. He gave you solid minutes. I think if you play those 3 guys, they could put solid rotational minutes together. Who are they putting in? Are they putting in Jock Lawndale and all these guys? Like I don't think that's just not smart. Like why are these like I don't know. I used to like Campaign when he was in OKC. I don't like Campaign much anymore. I'm not really confident in him. But
Chris Paul
I don't think
out.
I don't think Bismack Biyombo should be getting minutes. Like it's just some of these I don't know.
Bismack Biyombo has to get minutes. What are you talking about? He's the best backup big.
Jock Lawndale is in there. Damian Lee's in there. Ian Wainwright's in there. How does Shamet, Terrence Ross, T.J. Warren, and Darius Bazley not make a cut out of those? Damian Lee played 26 minutes, shot 0 for 5, got 6 boards. How is anybody else not better than that? I get he's a defender, but like, how is anybody else not playing better than that? Josh Okogie, sorry, he's put in 22 minutes and he shot 3 shots the entire 22 minutes. Like, I don't know. I'm not understanding some of the coaching things that they're doing.
I also want to talk about DeAndre Ayton. Like, DeAndre Ayton has been dog shit, like absolutely bad. Like he doesn't rebound, he can't score it consistently. He just doesn't have it. Like he doesn't have that motor. He doesn't have that dog. Like he doesn't have that dog in him, bro. I'm not even like trying to say it as like a derogatory term, but he doesn't rebound. He doesn't score efficiently. He doesn't protect the paint. He's just out there getting cardio, and that's one of the reasons that they've been losing in this series. I think DeAndre Ayton is a disappointment of a player for all those reasons I just said. He can't shoot really well. He can't. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Do you think he's playing scared? You think he's playing scared?
He doesn't. He just doesn't want it. Like he doesn't. He can't guard Jokic either. He doesn't want it.
He can't. He's not a great defender, and especially on Jokic, I don't think he's defending that at all.
And they got him going 1-on-1. They got him going 1-on-1 with Jokic, and they're not really sending that many traps at him. And if he does, it's Jokic. You're gonna make a play out of that trap. So
yeah.
The Suns are fucked, and I don't know why you keep trying to act like they're not. They have no point of attack. They have no point of attack defenders to guard that Jamal Murray and Jokic pick and roll. DeAndre Ayton is not showing up. He's playing very bad on offense and defense. He's not rebounding. He's not really scoring. He's not protecting the paint. He's not doing anything. The series is over, Max. The series is over. It's like CP3 is injured, and they have no answer for that Jamal Murray Jokic pick and roll. If Jamal Murray's having a bad game, Jokic is going to dominate. The team committee. The Nuggets is way better. The series is over. It's 2-0. I probably see it going to 5 or 6. I don't see anything besides that. The series is not going 7. It's over. It's like they have no answer for that pick and roll at all. They can't stop Jamal Murray and Jokic.
I hope you're right because I do not want to see Devin Booker keep going. I'm not a Devin Booker fan.
I don't know. I'd be cool to see 7 games from now. I don't know what you're getting. The shit is over.
Because I don't think the Suns are gonna win it in 6.
They're not, bro. They're probably going to split, they're a much better team than them. They are. They're just a much better team. They literally are a much better team. They have more depth. They have more chemistry. They have the best player in the series. They have the third best player in the series. They have the way better bench. DeAndre Ayton is not showing up. So this series is over. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's over. It's wraps. I don't see any way the Suns are winning.
I was told the same thing about the Lakers and the Grizzlies.
Nobody ever said. What are you talking about, bro?
I'm just saying, like you got not
when
you.
They went up 3-1. The series when they went up 3-1, the series was over, bro. It was over.
I'm just saying before the series started, Memphis had everything. Memphis had the better team. Memphis had the better this.
Who said that?
And I still go back to all the footage. Go back to all of our clips about me saying it. I'll get laughed at every episode.
Who said that the Grizzlies had a better team? Nobody. Everybody, like literally anybody with a fucking brain knew the Lakers was gonna win that series. They had 3 of their best players out.
Anybody with a brain?
Yes, I don't know. Like
all of
even the people.
Anyways,
all of ESPN picked the Grizzlies. That's it's a dumb take. I don't know why you would do that, considering they didn't have Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, and when 80. Like, come on, bro. Like the half court offense had been bad the entire season. The bench wasn't that good. Like I don't know why people thought the Grizzlies were gonna win. That was just it was misinformed to me, and that's one of those opinions where I don't see the logic behind it. So
with I know we're gonna touch on a little bit more of the NBA Finals, but you have LA and you have Denver going to the conference finals, correct?
Yeah, I have LA and Denver, and then I think the Nuggets can go to the finals.
So you like the fit against the Nuggets better than you like the fit against Golden State for LA?
I think they present different problems, and I think while Jokic is one of the best players in the league, I think Anthony Davis is one of the best defenders. I think he do a great job on him, and they won't have to trap as much, and they can play better pick and roll defense. They have point of attack defenders. Like the Suns do not have point of attack defenders. The Lakers actually do, as far as like Vandy, put him on Jamal Murray, and put a Vandy on Jamal Murray in a Anthony Davis pick and roll. They'll both very well for the Lakers for me in my eyes. And you can have LeBron on like Aaron Gordon, and you could put someone on MPJ. I mean, I think he'll take advantage of the mismatch. Maybe D'Lo or something like that. He's just a spot-up shooter. So I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you gotta play big. You might have to play big.
No, I don't know. I think D'Lo can do good enough on MPJ, just contest a shot, and if he's gonna make it, he's gonna make it. Make Michael Porter Jr. beat you. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Last topic though.
Didn't he? I don't know. No, you good.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. was good, but Michael Porter Jr. is gonna be the reason that you lose, and then I'm fine with that. Sixers go up 1-0 without Embiid. James Harden had a 45-point game and a game winner in game 1 against the Celtics. I still think that the Celtics are going to win this series in 6 games, just because Joel Embiid is injured and he doesn't look like to be coming back anytime soon. Maybe like game 3 or 4, but I think the series might be 2-1 or 3-1 by that time. And I had the Celtics winning the series before we knew Joel Embiid was going to miss game 1. I think they're a much deeper team. I don't think the 45, 30-point nights from Harden are sustainable. I think Derek White, Marcus Smart, and Malcolm Brogdon do a much better job containing Tyrese Maxey and James Harden, and they'll be on Embiid, who is not healthy, to win a series. I think Embiid at 60%, 70% is not enough to win a series when we have seen over regular season and throughout the playoffs that the Celtics have been the best team, arguably, in the league. Besides maybe the Nuggets.
Yeah, I was shocked that Philly won that. I did not think they'd win it at all. I thought Boston would go and take care of business for sure. But Harden was full of vintage Harden and dropped 45 and hit the game winner. So obviously, if Harden can continue that, I'll take Philly. But I agree. I still think Boston will win the series in 6-7 games. Yeah, I still think Boston wins, but I was shocked that Philly won. So,
yeah, and it's just sad that Embiid, after winning the MVP, gets injured in the playoffs. We look for him to like actually prove something in the postseason, because he doesn't have a good postseason track record, but he continues to get injured. He continues to not play well, so it's really tough. I think the Sixers are going to have a big decision. The Sixers are going to have a big decision.
He should be back for the playoffs, though, right? He should be back for the playoffs.
Probably game 3, especially say game 1. I think they probably going to split with either whether he plays or not. So I think they should probably bring him back game 3. That's the best option. But it's just tough, though. I think they have a big decision this offseason with James Harden being a free agent. If they want to bring him back, run it back, or do they go get someone like Dame? So they're going to have a tough decision. I don't think the Sixers are winning the series. I think they stop in the second round due to the fact that Embiid is injured. But I don't have anything else left to say on that topic. Congratulations to Embiid for winning MVP.
Yeah, I was going to say, getting into the next topic, this game is still going on. 3-point game with 3 minutes left. So,
is Miami up?
No. The Knicks are up 3.
Oh yeah, so I think the Knicks are going to pull that out.
And you think you got who you got winning the series? New York? I got New York in 7.
I have New York in 6 or 7.
You got New York in 6. And then you got Boston. So Boston, New York. You still got Boston, correct?
In 5 or 6.
So we both agree that we still got Boston to LA in the finals, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This series I get a little more curious about. Jimmy's not even playing this game. It's only a 5-point game. I agree. I think New York will close this out in a sec. But game 1 was great. Game 2 is pretty good so far. It's actually just gonna be I think all 4 series, maybe besides. I mean, I think the Suns still got a shot. The Nuggets might be the worst series, competitive wise. You know what I mean? Like, I think, if it goes 5, it's not a competitive series. And going into it, I think besides the Steph and besides the Warriors Lakers, I thought the Suns Nuggets was going to be great. I thought it was going to be really good. But
the first half of game 1, I was under impression it's going to be a amazing series, because the first half of game 1, bro, both teams came out firing. They were shooting well. from the floor. I think even in this entirety, the Nuggets shot 55% from the floor in a game. So it's like they didn't even shoot bad. It's just like they didn't get any production from that bench. And then the one thing I've seen from the Suns is that they don't want to shoot threes. They don't shoot threes. They take so many mid-range shots, and the Nuggets are knocked down threes in game one. And so that's been the biggest divide. It's like they shooting twos, and twos are just more than threes. That's why they got blown out in game one. Game two, it was a different reason why they lost. So
KCP was clutched down the stretch in game two.
Yeah.
KCP
I don't
knocked
know.
down like 2 threes.
It's hard for me to wrap my head around why this series is going 7, especially since Cameron Payne's going to start for them, bro. Like, are we being serious right now?
That is I don't know. That was probably one of Zay's worst takes. I'm not. I was.
I think he was trolling. I think he was trolling, but they might start debooking it. They might start debooking at the point guard and put like Terrence Ross or like TJ Warren.
Especially now, I think you gotta give Terrence Ross someone else minutes.
Or Damian Lee, starting Damian Lee and then putting D-Book at point guard and just like passing out those traps they're gonna send his way. I think that might be an option as well. So they might not have to play like Kevin Payne, but we'll see in game 3. Yeah. This is a cool episode though. It's gonna come out tomorrow, Wednesday. Make sure you guys like the video, comment on the video, give us some questions that you guys want us to touch on, some topics that you guys want us to touch on. Subscribe to all our subscribe and follow to all our social media. So we about to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. We need to get our Twitter following up and our Instagram following up. So thank you guys for watching. This is episode 24. We'll be back on Thursday for episode 25 with updated playoff talk and maybe a little bit more intel. We gotta see what happens though.
We'll go back to we gotta go back to ranking. We gotta go back to reviewing each division in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. Get back to that. Probably some position rankings, some quarterback, receiver, wide receiver. It's a lot of ideas I got for the NFL right now. But thank you guys for watching the video. We are out.
Appreciate you guys.